Been some tweets of mine that I learned about yesterday back 10 to 12 years ago that had resurfaced. That's not who I am, who I was as a teenager. Just want to acknowledge and recognize that I am completely and utterly disgusted and ashamed and honestly embarrassed at how normal it was for me to speak that way on Twitter, and to, I don't know, for my friends and I to address each other that way, or for me to sing along in rap songs, and that's nobody else's fault but mine.
TikToker London Stallings has been forced to apologize after a mount of racist tweets resurfaced online and was found repeatedly using the N-word. The exposed tweets were posted on Reddit over the weekend, which overshadowed her wedding to her new wife, Olivia Bennett. In a full 9-minute apology on TikTok, which was deleted shortly after, Stallings said she took responsibility for the embarrassing situation.
I am completely and utterly disgusted and ashamed at how normal it was for me to speak that way on Twitter.
Fans, who had waited months for the TikTok wedding, were utterly disgusted by her comments and said she was more than old enough to know better. Do you think her apology was sincere?
So when do we stop just allowing people to have a racist past and let that be the norm? Because this whole London, I think that's her name, and these racist tweets is just irritating me, because I don't even need to go into details of why she shouldn't have been saying it. We already know it's the issue. But what's irritating me is, like, those tweets were made in 2012. And I feel like what we're going to keep doing is excusing behavior when you should have known better at that point. So you were 16. Also, you're too old. You knew better. But it's also 2012. So you should have known better. It's different if Twitter was around, it was like 1920 and you were calling people the N-word. It's like, that was kind of more on brand, you know what I mean? But like 2012, that's kind of recent. My question is, say someone that's 16 right now in 2023, when they become 26 in 10 years and there's something to look back on and they were racist in 2023, do we excuse that too? It's like there comes a point where it's not excusable at all to any degree, just because of the fact that each year is supposed to be more progressive, you're supposed to understand more. I'm thinking about what I was doing in 2012, and I wasn't saying the F word and being homophobic, because I never have, but I also knew better. What the hell?
To die. There isn't room enough for us both. As the chief exponent of the ground kick, I reign supreme.
Starboy, he just said it. And you shouldn't have used your ring.
Why?
When lambs is lost in the mountain, they cry. Sometimes come the mother, sometimes the wolf.